And we are live. Welcome, champions. MC, over to you. Please turn on your camera. Thank you.
Sorry, I was muted. Let me recap. So I said, welcome to day 2 of the Kid Startup Academy 3-year anniversary. I say a very big welcome to you. So before we go right into the itinerary for today, I'll say that drop your learning points from yesterday. Let's see those who were here yesterday and are here today. We have just 2 minutes to do that. Somebody said, I'm so excited. I could scream, ah. Okay, so send your learning points, share your excitement, share your stickers so that others can be motivated. Yes, so that the speakers can be motivated, so that we can keep being motivated to keep doing what is right. So, in the absence of that, let's go right into what we have for today. So, we'll be introducing our first speaker for today. And our first speaker for today is Bumi Akinwande. So let's meet our speaker, Bumi Akinwande. Meet her. Bumi Akinwande, founder, People Pact, HR consultant, is your go-to professional for all things HR, learning and development. She's a learning enthusiast and HR consultant who is passionate about people development and business growth. She has 15 plus years of experience across multiple sectors, including management consulting, HP consulting, training and development, agriculture, education, and supply chain management. Next slide, ma'am. Okay. Bumi is an associate of the Chartered Institute of Personal Management of Nigeria, ACIPM, an alumnus of the Leading Ladies Business Institute, LLBI Lagos, and Better Ways. She's the founder and lead consultant of People Pact, a HR consulting company providing HR solutions for business growth. She has coordinated several government and private training projects across different states in Nigeria. She facilitates training on personal growth and productivity, effective communication and workplace ethics, goal setting and execution, vision building, to mention a few. One individual at a time. Bumi is set to change the narrative, build capacity, wield positive influence, effect paradigm shifts, and initiate organizational transformation. Thank you. So let's have you, Mrs. Bumi Akinwande, the founder, People Pact HR consultant.
Thank you very much, Abisoye, for that warm welcome. I hope we can all hear me. I would
Yes,
also love to hear from the audience so that we are sure that we have participants on board and they can hear me. Thank you so much to our host and convener, Coach Olayemi. Thank you for this opportunity. Thank you for all you do. We celebrate you. And to all the speakers, those that started yesterday and also for today, I celebrate you all. So welcome, welcome. I have been introduced already. You know, my name is Bumi Akinwande, and I simply love to call myself a learning enthusiast. So if you're on this call this evening, I would like to hear from you. I would like to hear your shout outs. Let me hear your voice. Let me see your comments. And just give yourselves, everyone, give yourselves a warm welcome by giving yourselves a round of applause. Okay, do I have people on board? I just need to be sure that I have people following because this is supposed to be an interactive session. So I will do my own clapping. Okay,
It's YouTube,
thank
so
you.
they can send messages, but they can't
Okay,
speak. Yes.
okay. Okay, so we are celebrating our Kids Conference 3.0. We have definitely come this far by the grace of God. We are thankful for 1.0, 2.0, and this is 3.0. You see the power of consistency. I would like us to celebrate once again our host for her consistency, for the vision, for the passion, for the drive. Thank you once again, Coach Olayemi. So very quickly, I'm not too sure how many minutes I have, considering the time I'm starting. Our topic today is embracing your identity and heritage. And, at the end of this session, it's expected that we would be more aware about our strengths, which would definitely build our confidence and I'm looking forward to us being stirred up, us being inspired to look at what we can do differently and how we can be solution driven, growth minded, and positive change makers. Okay, so I would start with this question. Who are you? So let's have comments. Let's have your responses in the comment section. Who are you? Who are you? Can we get responses in the comment section? This is a question about your identity. Who are you? Do we have champions here in this session, in this live session? Who are you? Awesome. I can see Victoria says, I'm a change maker. That's right. I'm a change maker. Thank you so much, Victoria. Awesome. Awesome. Someone else? Who are you? Wow. Dominion says, I am a masterpiece. Wow, wow, wow. Can I get to know you more? Who are you? Can we have more comments? Hawa is saying, a change maker. I would like you to personalize that. I am a change maker. That's right. Wow. Victoria says, I'm a champion. I'm really feeling Victoria. I'm a champion. I'm a change maker. I'm a champion. Awesome. Hawa, I am a champion. Awesome. Awesome. So you see, this question is a question of identity. And, I see us, dropping our comments. I am a champion. I am a change maker. When we try to dissect or break down, I am a winner. I am a winner, man. Dominion. That's right. Awesome. Thank you all so much for your contributions. Let's just keep it coming because it's supposed to be an interactive session. So you see this question about identity, first things first, the pointers when it comes to identity questions. Yes, I can see from Akelulu, I am a really special human being. Wow. I am a really special, I like the emphasis, really special human being. Is Feromi there? I would like to hear from you. I know we have two Feromis. Is Feromi there? I would like to hear from you. I am a really special human being. So if I were to answer this question about who I am, I would say I am Bumi Akinwande, simple, and I am a learning enthusiast. Okay, I will talk about my interest. I will talk about what I'm passionate about. I am Bumi Akinwande. I'm a learning enthusiast. I am passionate about developing people and building organizations. I serve others through my various expressions and through HR services, and the list goes on. So this is a very interesting question that is supposed to stir up reflection. You cannot begin to imagine, you know, all about you, if I can put it that way. We are all special. We are all champions. We are all winners. We have potential. We have abilities. We have gifts. We have talents. Every one of us is interested in one thing or the other. We have strengths in one thing or the other. So just like Akinlolu said, you are really special. Wow, Hawa says, I am unstoppable. Yes, you are unstoppable. I am unstoppable. And it's important we ask this kind of question, so that it's a way of, if you have probably forgotten, it's a way to, stir you up and remind you of who you are. You never change. We keep evolving. So we are supposed to get better and better. Thank you so much. So I'll ask the second question, which is, what does diversity mean to you? When you hear the word diversity, what comes to mind? Diversity. Let me hear your comments, or rather, let me see your comments. I'm used to let me hear you. Let me see your comments. When you hear the word diversity, what comes to mind? Victoria says, I am irreplaceable. None can replace me. Hey, wow. Coach Yemi, your champions are on fire. Oh. They are on fire. I am irreplaceable. That is right. Nobody can replace me. Wow. Hawa says diversity means human differences. Awesome. Awesome. Differences. That was the word I was looking for. Differences. Differences. Can I hear from someone else? What does diversity mean to you? And is diversity, is it a bad word? How I said differences. Is differences a bad word? Let me see your comments. Let me see your comments. What is diversity? Hawa has said human differences. We highlight the word differences. Diversity, differences. Is it a bad word? Is being different, is it bad? Diversity, does it depict something that is bad? Dominion says diversity means living in a place of so many voices. Living in a place of so many voices. Dominion is going deep. Can you break it down for us? Hawa says embracing others' differences. Wow, wow. Our children are really, they are way ahead. Victoria says diversity means more than two people coming together, not minding their differences. Fantastic. Wow, wow, wow. Any other comments? Any other comments? Any other comments? Okay, let us proceed. I want to see how well you can identify some of these things in the picture. Now, let's look at Nigerian cultures. Nigerian cultures. Which of the cultures here can you identify? Which of the cultures here can you identify? Hawa says no, it is bad. Or do you mean no, it is not bad? Are you saying difference is bad or it is not bad? Are you saying diversity is bad or it is not bad? I'm just saying your comments. Okay, so while I wait for your response, Hawa, let me hear from others. Awesome. Dominion is showing is can identify the Igbo culture. Also, what are they wearing? Yes, Dominion can identify the Yoruba culture. Let me hear from someone else. We have identified the Igbo culture. What are they wearing? What color are they wearing? We can identify Yoruba culture. Awesome. Victoria is telling us teeth. What color are the teeth people wearing? Victoria is also able to identify Igbo. Awesome. Wow. Fulani. Fantastic. Yes. The Fulani. Yes. Who else? More comments. Yoruba. That's right. That's right. I think I should have put, tougher pictures. We are all very used to Wazobia, but there are other cultures there. Beads, yes, yes. The men on beads wearing white and the rappers. Yoruba, King David. What does King David mean? Thief, white and black. Yes, thank you so much. What other cultures can you identify? Who else is on the live stream? Is Feromi here? Akin Lulu, let's have your comments. Let's have your comments. Okay, let's move to the next picture. Hausa multicolored. Yes, that's right. Fantastic. There's also Ibibio. There's also Ibibio. There's also Ibibio there. Who can identify the Ibibio people in this picture? Okay, let's proceed. I see Hausa. Okay, yes, in the general picture. Efik, blue, orange with beads. And yes, we have cultures that tend to dress in a similar way. Now we have African cultures. Can we identify any one of these cultures? Or the countries? Can we identify any of the cultures or the countries represented here? Cultures or countries. For some of the pictures here, from their dressing, you may be able to guess what country. So if you cannot tell the culture, let's hear what country do you think is represented here? African cultures. We've seen Nigerian cultures. Now we are taking it a step further. We are looking at our continent, Africa. Awesome. Hawa has seen Ghana. That's right. That's right. Ghana is here. What other country can you see? What other country can you see? So while we are processing that, yes, Dominion is saying Cameroon. Which one of them are you calling Cameroonians? Which one are you calling Cameroonians? We have Moroccans there. People from Morocco are here. People from South Africa are here. Okay, so while we are still processing that, let's move on to the next slide, which is African delicacies. Which of these delicacies can you identify? Do we have foodies in the house like me? What African delicacies can you identify here? African delicacies. Drop your comments. Let me hear from you. Drop your comments. These are African delicacies. I see a burst of colors. I'm seeing orange, I'm seeing yellow, I'm seeing off-white, white, I'm seeing red, there's even green. There's just a splash of I and Dominion. You definitely like jollof rice. Jollof rice and what? There's something on top of the jollof rice. I don't think there's any child here that doesn't love jollof rice. Somebody is saying porridge. Are you sure it is porridge? African delicacies. So it is just about three of the delicacies here are that are common to us Nigerians. Every other delicacy you see there is from another country. Yes, Victoria says, I'm a foodie. Which one would you like to eat out of those ones? Yes, Opeyemi saying semo and egusi. Exactly. Egusi soup is definitely there. Oh, yummy. I'm already feeling hungry. Chicken and jollof rice. Yummy, yummy. Then there's one more belonging to, one more common to Nigeria. It's a soup that is there. Every other delicacy you see there belongs to one country or the other. Okay. Any more comments? There's fisherman soup. There is fisherman soup here. So while I leave you to, keep brainstorming what the others are, and that's why research is very good. You can actually travel in time or appreciate different things, appreciate diversity, even from books, from researching, going online, researching countries, researching places. The one on the top side is a South African food. Oh, thank you, Hawa. Well done. Well done. Okay, let's proceed. Let's proceed because of time. No, there's no ogbono. It's fisherman soup. Okay, so we have Nigerian tourist attractions. Nigerian tourist attractions. Yes, I say some people like food. Rotimi says, I see fisherman soup and snail. Like you can identify the snail in it, right? Did you see the shrimps also? Well done, well done. Now we have tourist attractions, Nigerian tourist attractions. Can you mention places you have been to in Nigeria? That's one. And two, can you identify any place here in this picture? Have you been to any of these places? They are all in Nigeria. Zuma Rock. Awesome. Where is Zuma Rock located? Rotimi has identified. Yes. So Dominion says Zuma Rock, Olumo Rock. No, Aso Rock is not there. Zuma Rock, Olumo Rock. Yes. Yes. Zuma Rock in Abuja. Fantastic. Almat Farms. No, where did you see Almat Farms? No, Almat Farms is not here. Or you have been to Almat Farms, right? Almat Farms is in Abuja. Am I correct? Outskirts of Abuja. Okay. What other place can we identify? So if we take it clockwise, Dominion, have you been to Kainji Dam? Where is Kainji Dam located? So if we look at it clockwise from top left, yes, if we look at it from top left, you would see Gurara Falls. Gurara Falls Waterfalls is in Niger State. And then you go right again, we have Olumo Rock in Abeokuta. Or rather, sorry, the next one is Olumo Rock, excuse me, in Abeokuta. The one in the middle is Idore Hills in Ondo State. I come from Ondo State. And then we have Zuma Rock that Dominion mentioned. We have the National Museum in Lagos. And then you have Obudu Cattle Ranch. Can you see the head of the cattle there? That is Obudu Cattle Ranch. Where is that located? Where is Obudu Cattle Ranch located? And then we have Yankari Game Reserve in Bauchi. Can you see all these beautiful places in Nigeria? These are our tourist, just some of our tourist attractions. Now let's look at more tourist attractions. This time around, let's look at tourist attractions in Africa. Is there any of these places you can identify? Any of these places you can identify? Okay, if we take it from top, let me get your comments. Let me get your comments, even though, even if you are going to guess. Zoo. Yes, you tried. Wherever you have animals is a zoo. Yes, I can relate with that. But the name of the place, top left, the name of that place is Serengeti National Park in Tanzania. Tanzania is an African country, just like Nigeria is an African country. And then if you go clockwise, you can see that sign that shows awesome. Dominion says Egypt pyramid. Awesome. It's called Pyramids of Giza in Egypt. Well done. Pyramids of Giza in Egypt. Can you see that aquarium sign? It's called Two Oceans Aquarium in Cape Town. That is South Africa. Yes, Victoria. It's an aquarium in Cape Town in South Africa. And then following that, what can you see? What can you see? Akilulu is giving expo located somewhere in the world. Yeah, thank you for the expo. So after the aquarium, what can you see? That looks like a beach setting. But what kind of animals can you see? Hey, Hawa likes good things. Hawa said the Maldives. So the next one, aquarium in Morocco. Yes, this one is actually in South Africa. Then we have the Boulders Beach. That's in Cape Town, also in South Africa. Then we have Seychelles Beach in Seychelles. And then there's Morocco there, actually. Yeah, so Dominion got it partially. That is a popular market called Marrakech Market in Morocco. And then, the pyramids of Giza in Egypt. And there's Victoria Falls in Zimbabwe. Please, everyone, give yourselves a round of applause. Give yourselves a round of applause. So let's move on. Let's move on. There's a reason why we are looking at all these pictures, and I'm very sure you have already picked one or two things. You've picked something new, or you've learned something new about either Nigeria or Africa. Now let's look at some fun facts about Nigeria. Are you aware that Nigeria is called the giant of Africa? Why? Because it has the biggest population in all of Africa. That means we have more people living in Nigeria than in any other country of the continent. Imagine that. And God has kept us all, we are still one country, there's no war. That's such a big deal. Do you also know that the name Nigeria comes from the Niger River? It is a very long river that flows through the country. Are you also aware that we have 500 different languages spoken in Nigeria? It's like having a giant language party. Just imagine everybody from different walks of life coming to have a party. Even though English is the official language, and that is in places like Abuja, Lagos, there are some places that the native language is the lingua franca, but generally speaking, as a country, English is the official language. Nigeria is famous for its movie industry. What's the name of our movie industry? We are even more famous than Hollywood in the United States. It's only India's Bollywood that is, larger than us. Look at what is happening in the film industry, entertainment industry. We just keep expanding, expanding. Nigerians are really good at football. Is there any household where you don't have at least one person that loves football? Who can mention some football superstars? Drop it in the comment section. And the name of our national team is Super Eagles. What's the capital of Nigeria? What is the capital of Nigeria? And what is the biggest city in Nigeria? Nigeria has a very colorful flag. Everything about us is just unique. And what are the colors on our flags? Just keep your comments coming. What are the colors on our flag? What does green stand for? What does white stand for? Nigerians just love to wear bright and beautiful colors. Just check us out at weddings. We also love to use the fabric called Ankara, and we use it to make all kinds of styles. Nigeria is just very unique. Now let's move quickly and look at fun facts about Africa. Let's look at fun facts about Africa. Africa is the second biggest continent in the world. Asia is number one. Africa comes second. It is also home to the longest river in the world, the Nile River. We have the Sahara Desert in Africa. It is the largest hot desert on earth. It is a giant sandy playground, but super hot. Africa has more different kinds of animals than any other continent. Can we drop comments of the kind of animals we have seen in Nigeria? And we have even seen maybe online in Africa. We have monkeys, we have rabbits, mention them, all kinds of animals. Did you know that the tallest animal in the world, which is the giraffe, is also in Africa? They have such long necks. The African elephant is the largest land animal on our planet. Very big. Africa is made up of lots and lots of different countries, over 50 of them. I implore us to go back, do more research, learn more about Africa. We have over 50 of them. So apart from Nigeria, we've mentioned Tanzania, we've mentioned Ghana, we mentioned Morocco when we're looking at the delicacies. What are the other countries that you can find in the continent Africa? So that's a take-home assignment for you. People in Africa speak over 2,000 different languages. In Nigeria, we have over 500. In Africa, over 200. This is just simply amazing. This is just simply amazing. So when we look at all of this, we've seen pictures of delicacies, places, what comes to your mind as you look through these pictures as we are going on in this session? What comes to mind? Drop your comments, please. As we are sharing about Nigeria, we are sharing about Africa, what comes to mind as we move to the next slide? What comes to mind? Let me hear in the comment section. What comes to mind? What comes to mind? There are some people I've not heard from. If you are in this live session, I would love to hear from you. Drop your comments, please. Drop your comments. Drop your comments. Awesome. Awesome. So let's proceed to the next slide. Snake and lion. Nigeria is blessed. That's right. Nigeria is blessed. Imagine having the largest population of people and the country is still standing strong. Do you know what it takes to host a household? A family of maybe four, five, six, the kind of resources that will go into that. How much more a whole lot of people living in a place, in a country such as Nigeria, and we are still standing strong. So, yes, Nigeria is indeed blessed. So let's proceed. Who can you identify here? These are African heroes. We have both Nigerians and people from other countries. Nigeria is rich and blessed. That's right. Nigeria is really rich. Nigeria is really rich. I think we should do a research on our natural resources. So that's another take home assignment for you all. Research on our national resources. We should be proud of our country, Nigeria, and proud of our country, continent Africa. Awesome. Awesome. Thank you, Opeyemi. Thank you. So, who can you identify in this picture? African heroes. Some are late, some are alive. Nelson Mandela. What do you know about Nelson Mandela? What do you know about Nelson Mandela? What do you know about Nelson Mandela? He was the first Black president of South Africa. He received over 250 honors, including a Nobel Peace Prize. Because of what he believed in, he stood his ground and he was imprisoned. He stayed in prison for about 27 years. 27 years. Okay, who else can we identify here? Awesome. Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. So Nelson Mandela would always be remembered for, what he stood for, what he fought for. At the end of the day, he was against racial discrimination. And he even after 27 years in prison, he didn't lose hope. He kept building himself, writing books, improving on himself. He came out, he became the first Black president. And today, South Africa is different because of, his contributions to the country. There was a lot of racial discrimination in South Africa, whites and blacks. There was this divide, but he came and made significant contributions to the country of South Africa. Chimamanda Adichie, thank you, Hawa. What is she known for? She is a Nigerian novelist and a story writer, and she's alive and well. She has made enormous contributions in, the aspect of literature in not just Nigeria, but in the world. Does anybody know any of her popular books? Any of her popular books? Can you drop your comments? Who again can you see here? There is Olufumi Layo Ransom Kuti. Yes, Dr. Akinwumi Adeshina. He is the current president of the African Development Bank and has made huge contributions in the agricultural sector. There's also Olufumilayo Ransom Kuti, the elderly woman you see there. She's late. I think she was the mother of Fela Drotoye. But what stands out is not the fact that she was the mother of Fela Kuti, but the fact that she was a trailblazer. She was a Nigerian educator and she championed women's rights. There's also Dora Akunyili there. She's late also. Um, Professor, because she developed herself up to that level. She had a PhD, so she's a professor, and she was the Director General of NAFDAC, National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control. She was a pharmacist, and she would definitely be remembered for her enormous contributions in the pharmaceutical industry. Because of her, a lot of fake drugs were stopped from coming into the country to cause harm to people. Thank you, Hawa. Half of a Yellow Sun is one of the books by Chimamanda Adichie. There's also Obi Ezekwesili. She's alive and she's well. She's a Nigerian economic policy expert. She has been a minister of the Federation not just once. Okay, she's a chartered accountant. She was the vice president of World Bank's African region. And if you have ever heard of Bring Back Our Girls, she championed that campaign. And the last but not the least, here we have from Ghana, Kwame Nkrumah. He was the first prime minister and president of Ghana. Ghana was formerly called the Gold Coast, and he led Ghana to independence. So you see, we have looked at different, diverse cuisines, tourist attractions, people, places, culture. What does this tell you about Nigeria? What does this tell you about Africa? You see this slide about African heroes. You are the next African hero. Your picture will also be here, and you would leave a legacy. You will be your name will be written in the sands of time. The question is how? How? How can you become an African hero? How can you become a Nigerian hero? How can you become a hero in your current space, in your current sphere of influence? Let me hear from you all as we move to the next slide. So, if you look at all these people, look at their faces, look at their faces. You have men, you have women, you have old, you have young, you have dark, you have light. But you see that each and every one of them is bringing something unique about themselves, and they are using it to serve the world. So ask yourself, we asked from the beginning, who are you? What do you love to do? What are you passionate about? Who are you called to serve? What are your goals in life? What are your dreams? What are your aspirations? Rotimi says, by speaking up. Awesome. So what do you speak up about, Rotimi? What do you speak up about? What should you speak up about? Dominion says, work hard. Thank you so much. Work hard. I know most of you are students. You are currently studying, you are in school, and if you want to come out tops, we looked at Dr. Adeshino, and there's something about him. It was mentioned that he studied agric economics from Obafemi Awolowo University. He came out tops, with a first class degree. When we work hard, when we pay attention even to our studies, when we are intentional about every detail, even at home, we work hard, we lend a helping hand, we ensure that everything we do, we put that extra touch. We have that mindset of excellence, you know. Once you are giving value, you would attract people to yourself, and you would inspire people to be more. So this is a challenge for every one of us, or would I say an encouragement, or just to spark that the seed of greatness in you is what I want to call out. We have looked at the African heroes. You are actually an African hero. You are a Nigerian hero. You are a hero in your family. You are a hero in your school. So, what you do every time as a lifestyle daily, it matters. What you do every day, what are you intentional about? How do you pay attention in your studies? How do you pay attention at home? In your community, how have you served or lent a helping hand? So these are questions that we should think about. How can you add value where you are? How can you solve problems where you are? In your home, in your neighborhood, in the church, in the school, in the mosque, wherever you are, how can you add value? How can you stand up? How can you exhibit excellence? These are questions I want us to think about. And whatever comes to mind, begin to write it down. These are my goals. These are my dreams. This is how I want to help. This is how I want to help others. If you help one person and the person ends up moving out of Nigeria to maybe another country, you have become a global change maker because your impact has gone beyond the shores of Nigeria. So when you affect one person positively, there is a ripple effect. That one person can affect 50 people. 50 people duplicate, they can affect 500 people. So you say to yourself, I am a change maker. I am called to serve. I am called to make positive impact. Let's say these affirmations together as I wrap up. You say with me, I am proud of who I am. So you are a Nigerian, carry it with your full shoulders. I am proud to be a Nigerian. Can you see that we have controlled the narrative? We have talked about the strengths of Nigeria and Africa. We have talked about the beautiful things. And that is how you should see yourself. That is how you should see life. You should see things from the angle of strengths. You should see things from the angle of what is possible. Okay, yes, we have weaknesses. Yes, there are challenges in the country, but then we will focus on what we have control over. And that is why we all must make that commitment to change the narrative, okay, in our homes, in our families, in our community, in our schools, in the nation, in society. Okay, you have control over something, which is to make a positive change, which is to be a solution provider, a value giver, a value adder. These are the things we should, focus on, and we should change the narrative. Whatever narrative the world has about Nigeria or about Africa, do you see the wonderful things, the diversity we have? And the essence of knowing about our differences and diversity is so that we appreciate it. We are kinder to people. We respect one another, and we work together. That is the power of diversity. Now let's say this together. I am proud of who I am. Thank you, Priscilla. And I celebrate my unique identity. I am worthy of love. I am worthy of respect. And I am worthy of acceptance. And it goes two ways. We should show love to one another. Let us respect one another and let us accept one another. You see someone that is taller than you accept the person. You see someone that is shorter than you love and respect the person. You see someone that is slimmer than you appreciate the person and accept the person. This is what we call embracing our differences. Now let's say together, my identity is valid and I deserve to be seen and heard. I deserve to be seen and heard. Let people see the light in us. Let people see the excellence flowing out of us. And let us speak the truth always. Let us go the way. Let us show the way. Let us say together, I am grateful for the diversity and richness of my cultural background. And finally, let's say the KSBC affirmations. Say the KSBC affirmations. Are we saying it? I want to see it in the comment section. Your KSBC affirmations. I am chosen, royal, and special. Let me see your comments. Okay. I hope I've not taken up all of the time. I wasn't really keeping track. So do we have any questions, comments? Questions, comments? I've come to the end of the session today. I would like to say a big thank you to everyone for showing up and for listening. Remember, you are a positive change maker. Thank you.
Okay, I say a very big thank you to Mrs. Bumi Akinwande for that wonderful session, taking us on the topic Proudly African, Embracing Your Identity and Heritage. I'll say Nigeria has a lot of resources, and the only way that we can show to others that we are unique is to accept them and show others that we are unique in our own special way. You like it or you don't, it's your headache. We just know we are special, and there are facts to back it up. So as to appreciate Mrs. Akinwande in the comment section, send in your learning points, show your stickers of excitement. If you have questions, put it in the comment section. Your learning points, your aha moment. Somebody says, I am proud of who I am. I am wonderfully made. Yes, keep it coming, keep it coming, keep it coming. So without wasting much of our time, we'll be introducing the second speaker for this evening session. And our second speaker for this evening session is Dr. Mercy Ikedieze. I hope I pronounced that word. About her. Dr. Ikedieze Mercy is a practicing optometrist with over 5 years of experience. She's also the founder of Teen Girls Solution Up, a platform dedicated to raising teenage girls who stand out and uphold strong moral values in a society where standards that are rapidly declining. She's a certified teens coach, having earned certificates from 19 Foundation and Responsible Teens Academy. She's a serial entrepreneur and business coach, guiding aspiring business minds to establish themselves in the competitive business world. She also serves as the lead administrator at Gold Range Market Square, a business platform that connects buyers and sellers within Bonny Island and its environs. Dr. Mercy is passionate about reading, acquiring knowledge, and engaging with like-minded individuals. She's happily married to her heartthrob, Okorie, Ikedieze Alexander, and they are blessed with 2 adorable children. Thank you. May we have you, Mrs. Dr. Mercy Ikedieze. Okay, welcome, ma. We can't wait to hear you pour out your words into our hearts, and we hope it has a positive impact on us. The mic is yours, ma.
Good evening, everyone. Can you hear me and can you see me? Hello, can anybody hear and can anybody see me? Let me see your chat in the comment section. Just say I can hear you. Let me be sure someone is hearing me.
I guess the speaker is having issues with network, and I believe she's going to come on stage. So I'm going to call the MC of the day. She has a testimony to share with us all while we await the speaker. So
Okay, I say a very big thank you to Coach
over to you.
Olayemi Mike. Thank you, ma. I say a very big thank you to Coach Olayemi Mike-Okhimhe to share my testimony. I hope you can see and hear me. Yes. So today I want to share my testimony. Yes, my name is Oyeni Abise Yomoyamade, popularly called Your Mate and Bisoye, a basic 9 student from Lagos State, Nigeria. As a multi-award winning student, passionate advocate for environmental awareness and sustainability enthusiast, I've dedicated myself to creating content that inspires change and promotes eco-friendly practices. With strong leadership skills, I serve as a peer mentor in school, guiding my fellow students and fostering a supportive community. My academic excellence has earned me a spot among the top students in school. I'm also an active member of various clubs and groups, including serving as the president at the Young Uplifters Club, general secretary of the Climate Action Ambassadors Group, a part of the Debate and Literary Club of the school. Yes, so we're engaged in meaningful projects and activities that shape my values and visions. Notable achievements include winning first place in the Governor's Awards, Lagos State, where I received a tablet and emerging victorious in the Eco-Environmental competition, taking home a cash prize of 50,000 naira. As a library prefect, I'm committed to promoting literacy and a love for reading among my peers. Since joining the Kids Startup Academy in February 2022, I've received valuable guidance and support that has empowered me to pursue my passions with renewed purpose and conviction. Through my videos and active presence on social media, I strive to share my voice and mobilize my community towards a more sustainable future. Aside academics, I'm an app developer currently undergoing training that has created some amazing apps such as my profile app, Talk to Me app, a calculator app, a lot and many more. My innovations such as the Yoma climatic game and the perfume palace aimed at environmental education and making others to become a better version of themselves. I also contribute significantly in the world of content creation and making our environment more sustainable for a living. So, with all these things I've said, if you are in this live chat and you are not in Kids Startup academy. I don't know why. Like honestly, I don't know. This mentorship program has given me a lot of advantage. Even being a, for example, the way I'm being able to host events like this even gives me the motivation to keep thriving, to keep talking, to keep showing my public speaking skills. So I'll pause there for now so that we can have Miss Dr. Mercy.
Hello, everyone. Oh, baby, I appreciate you a whole lot. Can anybody hear? Hello, baby, can you hear me? Can anybody hear me? Can anybody see me and can anybody hear me? Let me be sure somebody's hearing me. All right. Okay.
Okay, it seems we are having trouble um, with our network. So I'm going to bring our first speaker on board, and I want to use this opportunity to appreciate it. It's been an exciting time today. We've learned so much. We've known a lot about Africa. Even Kids Coach get to know about new places in Africa. There are some places that I have not seen. And I'm just wowed. As in, that's the expression of Akinolu, and that same expression that I had goose pimples all over me, knowing fully well that we have natural and beautiful things in Africa. And many a times, what we've seen is that Africa is painted in another shade. And that is why we are here. We are here to tell you that you can change the narrative. We are here to tell you that the pictures that you heard, the stories you've heard about Africa is not true. We have good stories. And you could also create stories because you are a change maker. And the reason why we are here is to nurture you to see, for you to see the beauty and become and be part of the beauty. You need to become part of the beauty. And that is why I just want to say thank you to um Auntie Bumi. Thank you so much for
Thank
for giving
you
us
for the
the
opportunity.
best. We really appreciate you. Okay, our second speaker is back. Let me bring this down. Welcome back, ma. Our network is not good. Our network is not good. So I don't know, maybe because time it's not on our side. All right, so um just like Abisoye have said, we equally have so many members of KSBC, so many members of Key Startup Academy that are doing so great. We have people that have authored books. We have people that are doing so well in school. And so if you are here as a parent and your kids are not in our academy or not in our mentorship, I'm wondering why. Just like Abisoye said, I'm wondering why your kids are not there. And so if you really want to join us, you want to be part of us, we encourage you to reach out to our admin, and our admin will give you more information about KSBC. All right. And so let me bring our official MC up. She's going to take off from here as we round up. we're going to look for another way where Coach Messi will come talk to us. All right. God bless us. Bye.
Okay, so as I was saying earlier, that if you are not in Kids Startup Academy, I don't know why. Honestly, like I don't know why. Like you are in this live chat, you are catching a replay, and you are not in Kids Startup Academy. Just leave this video now. Go pick this number, chat it on WhatsApp, make inquiries. You need to be there, cause like I can say that even like I attend a model college, so like we do a lot of presentations, we go for a lot of competitions, and I attend a lot of online seminars. Sometimes I'm just called to give vote of thanks. I was not informed, I was not pre-informed. But because of this KSA, yes, the like I'm motivated to do more. I don't know, there's no how. Since I joined Kids Startup Academy, before joining, I was a very shy person. But now, even as I'm speaking, you can see like a very major difference. Yes, whenever I'm speaking, even call me up to say anything and I won't even say anything to say. There's always something to say. There's always something to say. I will always look for 1001 reasons to say something. So I'll just end here. Make sure you join. We are waiting you. You want to enroll your kids in the book club, Kids Startup Academy. Yes, just send a DM to the number showing on your screen currently, and it will be taken from there. So now we'll be rounding up this session. So before we go, Coach Olayemi Mike-Okhimhe to the stage. Yes, so that she can round up from there.
All right. Thank you, Abisoye. Thank you so much for that. And once again, I appreciate our speakers, Mrs. Bumi Akiwande and Dr. Messi. I want to believe we're going to bring Dr. Messi back on stage very soon. We're going to get across to you on the WhatsApp platform. Tomorrow is the third day, and how excited are you? Please show your excitement on the comment section. Tomorrow is going to be a physical event where every one of you, I'm expecting everyone that stays in Abuja to show up, because we're going to be doing aside bringing up powerful speakers. We are going to be unveiling my first published book, which is The Cash Savvy Kids, The Ultimate Guide to Money Mastery. We're going to be doing a whole lot tomorrow, power packed with activities. So please ensure you join us. And I also want to use this opportunity to appreciate all the participants that join live. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And if you're going to catch replay, don't forget to drop your learning point. It's key for you to drop your learning point, because when you write down, it sticks up here. So thank you so much for joining us. And this is all saying bye-bye. Thank you, Mrs. Bumi, once again. We bless you. Thank you for pouring out to our kids. And now we can see the richness in Africa. Thank you so much. We are proudly Africa. We are proudly Africa. God bless you all, and bye-bye. Glory to God.